I am delighted to be able to welcome Mayor Villaraigosa as our elected official of the year.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, I can't hear you. Good morning. Good morning. And thank you for this honor and this award. And thank you, Jed, for that very kind and generous introduction. It's an honor to be among so many of California's top educators and reformers, and particularly to be here with so many of the parents here. Whenever I talk about education, I always say it was a Catholic school that gave me a foundation, but a public school that gave me a second chance. It was a struggle to find my place at school and find my place in the world. That has fueled my drive to reform our public education system. When I went to school in the 1950s and 60s, California was blessed with public schools that were synonymous with excellence. The Golden State was actually the gold standard. But somewhere along the way, our schools began to crumble, both figuratively and literally. In Los Angeles today, 70% of our 13-year-olds can't read at grade level. 3 out of 4 students can't do grade level math. And what many call the achievement gap, that only 2 of every 100 black male students graduate eligible for the UC system, I call absolutely unacceptable in a free and democratic society. Now, I was given a second chance by a public school, but the students struggling to find their way today are being left with no chances at all. And that's why I believe that education is the most important issue of our time. It's the most important economic issue, it is the most important democratic issue, and it is the civil rights issue of our time as well. An issue that strikes at one of our core values, the belief in a democratic and free society, where opportunity doesn't hinge on your zip code or your parents' tax bracket or the color of your skin. My unwavering belief in public education system for all is why I'm running 21 of the lowest performing schools in Los Angeles, and why I've partnered with the school district and the school board, teachers and parents, universities, businesses, and nonprofits to turn around failing schools and provide better options for students and families. Working together, we created the Public School Choice Initiative, allowing anyone with a proven track record of success to compete to run new or failing schools. Working together, we filed a lawsuit challenging seniority-based layoffs. Working together, we elected and are working to re-elect a reform-minded school board. And working together, we've more than doubled the number of charter schools in Los Angeles in the last 5 years. We've made LA the proud home of more charters than any school district in the United States of America. But we couldn't have done it without the cooperation of partners across the public, private, and nonprofit sectors. Now, I visited enough charter schools to know that most teachers and school leaders didn't end up there by accident. You share a common belief in our children. You've chosen to teach in underserved communities, and you've been part of a California community, now over 900 schools strong, fighting to address the inequalities that have long plagued our system. But just as I've pledged to keep fighting for reform, I'm here today to call on you, the charter school community, to go beyond your own schoolhouse doors and export your success to the benefit of all California public students. Because despite the growth of charter schools, they only serve 3% of public school students across the country. We need to reach more children, and we need to do it faster. Every day, you help to enrich the lives of hundreds of students, but we can't leave even a single student behind. We have to reach the hundreds of thousands of students who are still failing in our schools. The success pioneered by you and our best charter schools has had revolutionary results, but it can't exist only in your classrooms. We need you not only to build new schools, but to take on the lowest performing, failing ones. You need to hold yourselves to a higher standard and hold unsuccessful charters accountable by shutting them down. Now, why would I say that here? I say that here because I know that here is the future of the public school system as we know it. We need you to destroy your detractors' claims that your success is rooted in cherry-picking your students by taking on more of our highest needs students, more English language learners, more students with severe disabilities, more students in foster care, more students coming out of the juvenile justice system. And above all, we need you to stand side by side with our traditional schools and in one unified voice demand that California end the disgraceful distinction of being 47th in the nation in per pupil spending. Our public school system needs the partnership of the charter school community, whether they know it or not, and whether they like it or not. We must start exporting your innovative ideas, your academic models and accountability measures, and bring them to scale in our school districts, whether you like it or not. We need to put the charter school community, as we know it, out of business. Now, before you all stop breathing, let me ask you this. Don't traditional schools deserve the same relief from overbearing bureaucracy that you enjoy? Don't all school leaders deserve the same flexibility to spend more money and resources in the classroom? Wouldn't all schools benefit from a more progressive teacher's contract to give talented and experienced teachers more freedom to teach and the opportunity to finally be paid what they deserve? Now, the answer is, of course they would. But just like every student deserves a chance to succeed, so too does every one of our schools. We must start blurring the lines between charter and traditional schools until the distinctions cease to exist. And we need to end once and for all the damaging us versus them mentality that has polluted relations between school districts and the charter community and jeopardize the potential for meaningful reform and positive change that benefits all students. Now, I want you to imagine a public school system that creates a true variety of good choices, rather than a behemoth of a bureaucracy that centrally governs our schools. Imagine a network of neighborhood schools where every model of reform, charter, pilot, magnet, network partners, and models that have yet to be imagined, working together with the singular goal of providing students and families with better choices. Imagine the day when parents and students can choose a school based on learning style and teaching method, instead of the number of metal detectors on campus or the percentage of teachers laid off last year. Now, if you think all of this imagining is naive, or this dreaming is just fantasy and fiction, I challenge you to look at Quincy Jones Elementary and Synergy Charter Academy in South Los Angeles. Two schools sharing a campus that is home to one of the most innovative educational designs, a traditional district school and a highly successful charter. coming together to teach side by side, sharing facilities, sharing success stories, and sharing their unwavering commitment to reform. This experiment is not limited to this one campus. Jordan High School, in the heart of Watts, long troubled and labeled a dropout factory, located in the heart of a housing project, is also creating new choices through cooperation. Jordan High School will soon reopen as 3 small schools run by the Alliance College Ready Promise, Green Dot, and my partnership for Los Angeles schools. Synergy, Quincy Jones, and Jordan High are shining examples of the future I'm asking you to imagine. A future where providing a variety of good options is the reality, not the dream. A future where teachers will share the wealth of their wisdom, and a future where parents will have a genuine choice for their students. Eleanor Roosevelt once said that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. But as beautiful as they may be, and as much as we may believe in them, our dreams will never become reality without the hard work and innovation of everyone in this room. You are among the most passionate, thoughtful, and innovative educators in the country, often running schools out of church basements or rec centers, working nights and weekends, doing whatever it takes to prove that all students can learn. Now we need to prove that all schools can teach. Today I stand before you and make a pledge to keep fighting for meaningful education reform. And today I ask for your pledge to move your reform efforts beyond your own schoolhouse doors. With our continued commitment and positive partnership, we can ensure a future where every parent will have a choice and every student will have a chance. Thank you so much.